Good evening, all of you. So, in this video, we'll see uh, problems on dimensional analysis. Okay, dimensional analysis. Okay, so I'm not going to describe you what is dimensional analysis because in this class, you all know. I mean, in 11 and 12, we generally know what is dimension of a unit or a physical unit. Okay, so let's begin with this. So we see what is the question is we have to convert one energy of 1 joule of energy to erg. Erg is the absolute energy on CGS unit, and the joule is what? Energy in the MKS unit. Okay. So MKS, as you all know, MKS and CGS. MKS is what? Okay. So M stands for mass, L is for the length, and the T is for the time. So for mass, it's kg unit, meter, and the second. Similarly, if we talk about this, it's a CGS. Okay. Here also you can see the centimeter, gram, and second. Okay. And in this we will see the kg, meter per second, centimeter, gram. So this is how we will see it. Okay. So alright. So if we talk about energy in MKS, so we have M is what? We can say 1 kg, and L is what? 1 meter, and you can say M1, L1, and T1 is what? 1 second, and the last one is, you can say N1. N1 is, you can say 1 joule. N1 is the number of energy. How much energy is there? Not the number. Yeah, we can say. So this much. Okay. If we talk about the absolute energy, erg, so energy in CGS. Let's see this. We have assumed the MKS in 1, so we'll assume this as 2 is what? M is what? Gram. 1 gram. And L1 is what? You can say L2, sorry, is 1 centimeter, and T2 is what? 1 second, and N2 is what? This is what we have to find actually. Energy. This is unknown. Okay. This is unknown. So this is what we have to calculate from here. So there's a formula for this is like N2 by N1 equals to M1 by M2, L1 by L2, T1 by T2, right? And this is what? A, this is what? B, and this is what? C. Okay. And this is what the ABC are given. Okay. So we'll substitute the values. Okay. So let's move on. So N2, where is N2? N2 is not given. So, alright, let me erase it. Should I erase it? Okay. So, alright. So we can write as N2 is what? N1 times M1 M2 to the power A L1 by L2 to the power B and T1 by T2 2 to the power C for energy. So dimensional formula equals L1 M1 L2 T, what, T minus 2? Yes, T minus 2. Okay. So this is the standard dimensional formula for energy, and from here we can figure out what is A, what is B, and what is C. Alright. Now we can substitute over here. Right. So let me write all the values. So N2 is not given, N2 we have to find. Okay. So N2 equals N1. N1 is what? 1. Alright. N1 is what? 1. And then M1 by M2. M1 is 1 kg by M2 is what? 1 gram. And A. Again, L1 by L2 and B, and similarly we can write 1 sec by 1 sec to the power minus 2. Right. So we'll move to the next step. So should I erase it, as we have already substituted? Here we can write N2 equals 1 into, can we convert this to a same unit? So 1 kg is what? 100 gram, 1000 gram. So we can write that also. Or, okay, let's write it. So it is what? 10 to the power 3, and this is what? 1. You can say 10 to the power 0, right? Gram. Similarly, 1 meter is what? 100 by 100. And hours are like 1, 2, and similarly 1 sec is like 1 only, and minus 2. Now let's do this. So this would be what? This become 10 to the power 3 into square, so 10 to the power what? You can change this, and the square is there, so we can write 10 to the power 4 by what? 10 to the power 7, what? I can write as kg meter, or wait, gram centimeter per second square. This is what we can write this as ERG. So we can write as N2 is nothing but 10 to the power 7 ERG, or we can write energy of 1 joule equals 10 to the power 7 ERG. Okay. Okay. So this is what the energy equals to. Okay. This is the final answer. Okay. We'll move to the next question. For now, just have a look for a second. Alright. So in this question, you have to find the value of force of 100 Newton from what? From, you can say, MKS unit to some other unit. You can say in the new unit. Okay. So how do we get that? Okay. So we'll follow the same steps like we have done in the previous questions. Okay. So again, we can write as M1 equals to 1 kg, L1 equals to, we can write what? 1 meter, and T1 equals to, we can write what? 1 second, and N1 equals to, we can write what? What is the N1? Is 100 Newton. Alright. Now, for this one, for in this the new unit, we can write M1 equals to what? The meter. Okay, M1 is what? Kg only. So 1 kg. Right? This is kg only. Yes, kg. Now L1 equals to what? 1 meter, and T1 equals to 1 minute. Alright. There's only change in the time. Okay. So how do we get that? Okay. And we have to find N2 because N2 is unknown. Okay. Alright. So we'll use the same steps. So the formula you know already, that N2 equals to N1 times M1 by M2, L1 by L2, T1 by T2, and the powers are, we can write as, since we have from here, we can write as A equals to 1, B equals to 1, and C equals to minus 2. So we can substitute this over here. 1, 1, and minus 2. Okay. Let's substitute the values as well. So N1 equals to 100 and M1 by M2. So M1 by M2 is what? 1 only. Now L1 by L, it is also 1. Now T1 by T2. So T1 is what? Second. So second is what? 1 by 60 you can write, and power is minus 2. Alright, let's calculate this further. So it will be 100 and okay. So it will be a reverse, and then it will be somewhere, you can say 3600, or we can write as 3.6 into 10 to the power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 what? Newton of force. Okay. So N2. So this is our final answer. Okay. 3.6, or you can write also 34 into 10 to the power 4 Newton of force. this also you can write. Okay. So I hope you are clear with this much. Just have a look for a second. Alright, so this is our third question. Let's see how we can solve it. Okay, so here you have Vander Wall equations given: p plus a by b square and b minus b equals to RT, where you know R is the gas constant and P is the pressure and the B is the volume, and the dimension formula for the pressure is this one and the volume is LQ, that you know. Okay, you have to find the dimensions of AB. What are the dimensions of AB is possible for this equation. Okay, from this equation we have to find the dimensions of A and B. Okay, alright, so let's move on. The first thing is, you know that pressure will be added with pressure only. Okay, so from this statement we can conclude that this, so the P, this is what one of the pressure. Alright, and from this, if we simplify this, also we can get it like PB square. Okay, so from here we can get the dimensions of AB. Let's do it. So okay, so P for pressure, as you know, this is what M L minus 1 T minus 2. Alright, and the B square, so B is this and square. Okay, let's simplify this. So M L minus 1 T minus 2 and L 6. Okay, let's simplify this. So you will get M L 5 T minus 2. So from here we can get the dimensions of AB. Alright. Now, this statement is same apply with this also, as we can write this as volume will be subtracted with other volume only. Okay, volume, one volume can subtract from other volume only. We cannot subtract volume minus area, right? So the same statement, from this statement also we can write this as what? B equals to what? B equals to B, from here we can write as B equals to B, or also we can write the dimensional formula for this one is LQ, right? Or we can simplify it and also we can write as, where M is 0, L is 3 and T is 0. Okay, this is the standard form. So our final answer for this one is, what we get is E equals to ML5 T minus 2 and B is what? M0 LQ and T0. Okay, so this is the answer we get. Okay. Alright, I hope this much is clear till now. Okay, so just have a look for a second. So thank you for this much only. In the next class we will see some important points regarding this dimension.